Joining me now in studio here in Nasrec is Florence Radzilani, who is the ANC Deputy Chairperson in Limpopo. Thank you so much for making time, Kyalaboga. What's happening inside so far? Are you able to confirm whether the voting has begun or not? My understanding is you're still dealing with those messages of support.
Thank you very much. Let me start by greeting all the viewers out there. Indeed, I can confirm that we have not yet started with the voting. I was right in the plenary. We were receiving messages of support from other foreign nationals, especially those who relate with the African National Congress, as and when we carry on with the struggle for the liberation of our people.
Yeah. So, horse trading is really what's going to be dominating until the voting actually happens. My understanding is that Limpopo took a position to endorse President Cyril Ramaphosa for a second term. You released a statement on it. Is that still the position of Limpopo, to support Cyril Ramaphosa for second term?
I want to start by indicating that the African National Congress, it's a democratic organization, and one of the principles of democracy is that leadership will be contested, because you don't go and impose yourself. That's when we are in democracy. And I want to concur with you that the position of Limpopo province, the PEC, and also all structures, our branches, led by the provincial chair, Comrade Chupu Stanley Matawata, was that Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa will have to be voted as the president, followed by the deputy president, Comrade Paul Mashatile, the national chairperson, Comrade Stanley Chupu Matawata, the DSG, Comrade Nomvula Mkonyane. That's how branches decided in the province. You see, conference is about engagements. I wanted to confirm that indeed it was the position of the province.
Yeah.
And branches of the ANC in Limpopo, together with the Provincial Executive Committee, mandated the officials of the province to engage with other provinces, because we are at the national space. And the provincial chair, because he's a candidate, we said we want him to ascend at the national level to join top six. That was before the amendment of the constitution, of bringing in the second DSG. We said he must come and join and contest for the position of the national chairperson. I was assigned the responsibility to lead the delegation, because in the ANC you don't operate as you wish. You operate as per the mandate of structures. When branches arrived here, we had to communicate with branches that we are reaffirming the mandate of the province, but engagements are still going on. And I want to put it clear that in the process of engagement, we had serious difficulties. We felt rejected, because those who are supporting Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa as the president, they rejected all other positions, all other candidates that we were sponsoring as Limpopo. So it means for them, it was, Limpopo was supposed to be saying only Cyril Ramaphosa, and then we collapse everything. That's when I was mandated to lead the delegation to interact with all the provinces. We talk about unity in the ANC, and when you engage, you don't become selective. You go to all these provinces to say, this is the product that we are having. The rules for engagement, you can't go there and sell out.
Yeah.
You go there and say, this is our product as the province. And you don't expect those that are coming to the picture to just say, we'll take Stan Matawata, we'll take Cyril, that's it.
What do you mean you feel rejected? Is President Cyril Ramaphosa's campaign now not including Stan Matavata in its slate, and I say that in inverted commas because it's not allowed, but that's what you're doing as branches trying to consolidate the list. Are they not talking to you guys and being serious about including Stan Matavata as chairperson?
You can check their preferred candidate since we started with the preparation for this conference. Stan Matavata was not there. We can't even talk about Paul Mashatile because he's not coming from our province, and Nomvula. But for them just to embrace, just to take Stan Matavata to say, branches of Limpopo are saying, Comrade Matavata, we were not there, even in terms of engagements. We were not there. And then we had to engage these other provinces.
KwaZulu-Natal.
It was not only KwaZulu-Natal. It's KwaZulu-Natal, Eastern Cape, you go to Free State, you go to Northwest, you go to Mpumalanga, you go to Western Cape. All these provinces were engaged. And those comrades were saying, then they said, no, Limpopo, we can accommodate Comrade Stan Matavata, provided you also accommodate us. This is the decision that you cannot take on your own. After engagements, if you are a principled leader, you can't betray the people who supported you.
Let me ask this then. Is that why, as Limpopo, you've now decided to throw your weight behind Zweli Mkhize? Because KwaZulu-Natal has accommodated Stan Matavata to be the chairperson of the ANC.
I'm still coming there. You see, you don't just decide as an individual. I was leading a delegation to engage these other provinces. We came back, we reported to the PEC, members of the PEC. We reported yesterday, we convened a meeting of delegates from Limpopo, just to report back to say, you have assigned us the mandate to go and engage. But we are not finding accommodation on this other team that is supporting the candidate that we came up with. It's only Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa. Comrade Stan Matavata is not there. Comrade Paul is not there. Comrade Nomvula is not there. These are the provinces that are saying, Limpopo, if you are serious about Stan Matavata, then come, let's work together. We took the message back to branches. Branches themselves decided yesterday. You will also understand, when you deal with conference, there are a number of activities. Yeah. Some of them will be visible, some of them will not be visible. So it's unfortunate because leaders like myself, I prefer to operate in the open space. I'm not a person who will be able to go and hide.
Yeah. What did the branches decide?
The branches when you can get the I think their videos, their clips when I was addressing them. I was not alone. Yeah. It was the officials of the province. I communicated with the provincial secretary. Unfortunately, provincial secretary had to say, no, I won't be able to join deputy chair. We are still busy with credentials. The provincial deputy secretary was part of the meeting where we were addressing branch. The provincial treasurer was there. Leaders from regions were also part of that engagement. We were giving report back. Yeah. Then branches said, if we have those who are saying not Stan Matavata, while as the province were saying we want Stan Matavata, given what he did in the province, to go and utilize his skills and expertise to continue to strengthen the movement. Then branches accepted. It never came from me as an individual. Where do I draw the mandate?
The clip you are talking about, we actually have it, and I'm going to ask my colleague to line it up for us. So this is the clip of Florence Radzilani last night addressing some of the delegates that are coming from Limpopo after, as he says, having consulted with the branches about who, in fact, is willing to take Stan Matavata on their slate. So let's take a listen to that. list. As a result, as Limpopo, you have decided to support Zweli Mkhize for president.
I think, let me not just say Zweli Mkhize. I think I mentioned the number of provinces.
Yeah, we can go one by one. Let's start with the president.
Yes, because we also want to see the growth of leaders in the province. I think it's quite for a long time for Limpopo not being represented, especially at the level of national officials. And here we are, we do have a leader whom we have confidence that given the challenges that the country is going through, given the challenges that are there confronting the movement, he can be able to contribute better. And it's the position of the ANC branches in Limpopo. How then can we drop Comrade Sten Matawata, who was for all this time praising, supporting the sitting president of the ANC?
Are you not worried that you are now compromising on your position because your first choice was President Cyril Ramaphosa? In fact, Sten Matawata is the first person, a provincial leader, who stood up publicly, even before nominations were allowed, and said, we are going to back President Cyril Ramaphosa. And he gave reasons for that. And as the PEC, you agreed this is the man that not only the ANC, but the country needs. So Zweli Mkhize, when did you realize that he is actually also equally capable?
I want to respond in this way. Our worry did not start here at the conference. It started when we wanted Comrade Sten to be accommodated. Because you see, if you have elected leaders, we are the provincial leadership, and we must take full responsibility. If branches are saying this is the direction to go, we were also expecting those who are working with the president to say Limpopo has been rallying behind their support, they were rallying behind the sitting president. Let us find a way of accommodating their wishes.
Yeah. How are you managing the branches? Because there are other videos that are emerging of branch members from Limpopo saying, we are not going to respect the position of the officials who are deciding now that we must go for Zweli Mkhize. There are other Limpopo delegates who have been singing songs praising Cyril Ramaphosa and saying, we are going to stick with what as branches we decided in our nomination.
You know, one other thing that makes me to love this organization is the fact that we talk about this principle of organizational discipline and democracy. People have got their right to choose their preference. But in the process of doing that, we must be able to engage and see what is best for the interest of the province.
But then you, as the PC, think what's best is Zweli Mkhize. Some branches are saying what's best is Cyril Ramaphosa. So are you saying that the branches must abandon their position and then take what you, as the officials, are saying?
You see, when we go to these other provinces, including KZN, our position is clear. It's because they are accommodating our provincial chairperson. Because we can see even in other provinces, those leaders who are capable are elevated to lead at higher structures. So we are not worried at all. You know, in conferences like I'm saying, then there are a number of activities. Others will be done behind the scenes. Others will be shared with you. Others will not be shared with you. So for me, as long as I'm carrying the mandate, because the task was assigned to me,
yeah.
And if we fail to execute this task, comrades will still come back and say, we mandated you to engage other provinces. Why Sten Matawata is not supported? And the good part, we never dictated. We took the report where it belongs. Because when you are mandated, you can't run the organization as if you are running your private company
Here's the
or your own
disturbing
family.
part, though, Ms. Razilani. What I'm getting here is a sense that it's positions that are important. So as Limpopo, you've preoccupied yourself with making sure that someone in the PEC is represented at the top level. And you are somehow dismissing what the overwhelming majority and wishes of the branches may be. In other words, Cyril Ramaphosa may be the best person to be the next president of the ANC. That may be a position that some branches hold. But because as the PEC, you want someone from your province to be represented at national level, you are now saying to the branches, forget about what you've always wanted. Forget about who's the best leader of this organization. We want to support a team that somehow accommodates us on their list. That's about positions, is it not?
No. That's not how you are putting it. Because whatever is happening, it's because we have the mandate of branches.
But some of the branches on the videos are saying no.
Not everybody will be allowing with you. When I'm saying we are not accommodated on the team that is supporting Comrade Cyril, there are comrades from Limpopo who are also accommodated, who are not even leaders of the province.
You're referring to David Masondo?
I'm not referring to David Masondo. David Masondo is the NEC member. He's a leader. He's leading the structure. I'm referring to comrades who are in Limpopo. I don't even want to go to an extent
Bejani Chauke.
I don't want Bejani Chauke. I don't even want to go. I'm not talking about candidates.
Yeah.
When you are candidates, you don't lobby for yourself. I'm saying I don't even want to mention names, but I want to make this emphasis. It's not about dictating to branches. Go to other provinces. You won't find 100% support of one candidate. And in Limpopo, we are not only talking about Comrade Stein Matawata. We are also talking about leaders from other provinces, like Comrade Paul Mashatile. It is the wish of branches of Limpopo. What is the difference between the sitting president and Comrade Mashatile? Because both of them were nominated by branches in Limpopo. Why do you worry only about one position? While I'm sharing with you here that branches of the ANC in Limpopo preferred Comrade Mashatile to be the deputy president, Comrade Nemvula Mkonyan to be the DSG, and the rest were not accommodated except the president. And then branches felt we would rather go with those who support the position of the province in totality.
Why do you think Zweli Mkhize is capable? And if you have your wishes as Limpopo, as you join KwaZulu-Natal, and interestingly, Limpopo is the third largest province in terms of membership in the ANC, so you've got a number of delegates there, you've got the numbers. If you do get your wishes, what do you think Zweli Mkhize is able to do and even capable to do?
Zweli Mkhize, for me, he's also a seasoned leader of the movement. He has been exposed in number of ANC structures. He has been at the helm of serving the people of this country. I think what is key for me is to try and unite this movement, is to try and make sure that all these negative issues that are there, negative tendencies that are there, because it won't assist the people of this country. It won't assist the ANC itself. If we come to conferences, we agree, we take resolutions, but when we go back, our conduct becomes something else. I think also when we check, in terms of the crime in the country, in terms of you check the gender-based violence, we are worried as women, leaders in the ANC. So, but if we are united as members of the ANC, because we are many, it's just to make sure that you understand that in the ANC, you are not running your own family. Even other members who are members in good standing should be afforded opportunity to serve the people of this country.
And Zweli Mkhize is capable of uniting this organization.
That's the mandate. If Zweli Mkhize emerge in this conference, I think that's the message.
Are you not worried at all about the digital vibe scandal?
I don't want to go there. I think if there was something to worry about, Zweli Mkhize was not supposed to be in this conference.
Yeah, but
I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
You know a number of comrades
Yeah.
in the ANC who wanted to be part of this conference. We do have internal organizational processes to make sure that those who are found on the wrong side of the law, they must be able to be taken to task.
Isn't that precisely what is wrong with some of the branch members of the ANC? Is that it doesn't matter whether you're scandalous. It doesn't matter when there are ethical questions around you as a character. They're still going to vote you in. There's a finding, right, by the SIU against Zweli Mkhize. And even if there was a finding against Cyril Ramaphosa, I would bet those who support him were still going to push forward with his name. So you may not want to get into it, but if you are using the eye of the needle as the ANC, which requires that you elect people that are beyond reproach, that are ethical, the question is, does he pass the test of the eye of the needle?
I think one other thing that we must appreciate in this country, we are a democratic country. All of us were protected by the Constitution of the Republic.
Okay.
If one has done wrong, we do have institutions assigned certain responsibilities by our own Constitution. Unfortunately, we want to try and find people guilty before those who have the necessary expertise to do so have not yet even issued reports.
I'm chatting to you now while also checking my screens here in studio, Ms. Radzilani, because we're expecting Pule Mabe to address the media. You're looking at live visuals there. He's still busy on his phone, but he's expected to start addressing the media. So let's take you there live to get an update on day 3 of the ANC's national conference.